Alright, welcome back to the Black Hat Show. I'm your host, the guy with the black hat, and we're playing more Vampyr. I think we're very close to the end, or at least we're very near it. I can say we're at least near the end. So we're just gonna continue right on with that and see what can happen. We'll see what happens at the end of the stream. I'm pretty OP now, so my guy is OP. Not pretty, he's OP. There's no getting around it. Level 50, everything's maxed out. I've got all, legendary weapons or perfect weapons that just kill everything. I ain't to use these little serums anymore. It's how good my guy is. So we're just going to assume he's badass to the end. So, those will stop itching. Anyway, so here we go. Let's go ahead and let's hop right into it. Here he is. All maxed out, nice and pretty. I like him. He's cool. He's badass. And let's continue on with the mission.
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Turn around, sir. Are you bloody stupid? Stupid! You're a pig, you
Ha! Now he's dead. Gun. I think I killed the other guy by shooting it right through him. Killed both in one go. Not bad, eh? I can turn invisible now. For a pretty good amount of time, too. I was gonna easily eat these fools. Because they get no chance to fight, which is probably the best part about it.
I'll send you back in the body's grave!
Dead. What a real challenge.
Stupid beast!
Dead. Not even a challenge anymore. It's so easy to dispense of all these fools. Cool. Let's move on then. Welcome to the stream, friends. Welcome to the Black Hat Show. I'm your host, the guy with the black hat. And we are playing more Vampyr. Vampyr. I could be wrong, but there aren't. Something keeps aggravating the tip of my nose to the point when I'll rip it off and throw it somewhere. It itches so badly. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that there aren't any new release games for a little while. I think we kind of went through our spout of new games, but I think I'm going to have to wait until, really, I might have a good while before any new games come out. A good while. So yeah. This place is pretty detailed. Bram Stoker's.
It's locked.
Wait, I'm sorry. Ha! Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Uh-oh.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now?
He's one of us.
Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me.
It's true.
He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan.
Me too.
Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Oh.
Elizabeth. Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
All right. Well, that got legit quickly, didn't it? Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. That was crazy. Very strange. Well, there you go. That was nuts. So I don't know what that means. Is she my maker? I doubt it, because no, they've already said it's not possible, so it's someone else. But she was very upset about all that. Not what
now
she
would be a
wanted to
good
hear.
time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
That was crazy. Crazy, crazy sauce. She's just like covered in her paint, looks like blood. Some realization comes to her mind and she just poofs out the window. What happened? What was she thinking? I don't know. It's so dark here.
Feels like to live an ordinary.
We meet again, Mr. Kimura, in a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed, still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
Really?
What can you tell me about your abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
What did he say about voices?
He constantly whined about the voice of his master, ordering him to do terrible things. He wanted to silence the voice by offering blood. My blood.
And why didn't he sacrifice you?
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point.
Huh.
He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical term.
Interesting.
Tell me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I don't know. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy to get close to you?
No. In his madness, he spoke about a blood sacrifice to be made to his master when the stars aligned to a specific configuration.
Creepy.
Yes. Astronomy.
Welcome to the stream, friends. Welcome to the stream.
When I was a child, my mother bought a small telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the key to our understanding of the cosmos. They remind us how insignificant we are.
You're right.
Indeed.
But children love magic and stories.
Welcome to the
Remember,
stream.
Our mother
Welcome,
told
welcome.
us constellations have the power to protect us.
Protection by the light of the stars. That's sweet. You remember the name of these constellations?
Draco. My favorite constellation.
Memory's a strange thing. I can recite without hesitation the names of the 88 constellations. Yet I barely remember my own childhood.
Creepy.
May I ask you what you do for a living, Mr. Kimura?
I was a landlord. A wealthy one. And not a very kind one, I realized recently.
Why this sudden epiphany?
Ah.
Is it because of your near-death experience?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth, my hometown. With recent events, I'm thinking about going back there.
Poor lighting behind me.
How is the situation in the West End?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling and fighting infected citizens in these very streets. I was lucky they didn't shoot me when I was
Oh,
abducted.
weird. Don't know why it's doing that. Strange. Anyway.
Have you heard of Aloysius Dawson?
In his last hours, the man spent most of his money improving healthcare in the city.
What a hero.
That's generosity.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Sir, you are not welcome.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Why do you still hope to become a vampire in spite of your mother's refusal?
It's the immortal aspect of vampires that interests me. The world won't improve unless women take charge. I'm convinced of that.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education and a brilliant future. But have you thought about the price you'd have to pay? The loneliness, the necessary masquerade.
Is it not true of every high position? To change this world and make it a better place, one needs time on one's side.
Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me more about it.
Each time we argue, Mother expresses the same fear. She wants me to remain alive and full of joy, rather than become melancholy and immortal. She claims you can't have one without the other. It's pure selfishness.
Your mother has walked this earth for much longer than you or I. She is wise, and we should not ignore her advice when we disagree with it.
But why shouldn't I be allowed to forge my own experience? There can't be only one righteous way to deal with eternity.
It's your mother's choice. As daughters and sons, we have to accept the decisions our parents make for us despite our own wishes.
I love my mother, and have accepted everything from her. Even that she named me Charlotte, when it was not my original name.
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was when I was born, I am now Charlotte Ashbury. It hurts as much as it makes me proud to know that's the name my mother will read on my tombstone.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life, since you've obviously given it a lot of thought?
I won't give up. You have no idea how determined I am, sir. I may contract a deadly disease. I may throw myself under a carriage, just to be saved by her sweet kiss.
That's a disturbing answer, young lady. And the worst part of it is, I know you speak the truth.
There are less dangerous ways, Doctor. Instead of throwing myself under a horse like Emily Davison, I could just throw myself into your arms.
Be careful what you wish for, young lady. I could gaze at you right now and then take you to a shady corner and have my way with you. And leave your carcass to the rats.
You wouldn't dare. My mother would know. She'd never forgive you.
How could she suspect me? Do you know how many vampires are lurking in the city tonight as we speak? Vampires with a worse sense of humor than mine.
Oh, my God. For one second, I thought you actually... Excellent, Dr. Reed. Very convincing.
Convincing or not, that's what's happening.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Would have been easy. Would have been real easy. Pure evil is a naught. Uh-oh, we're going in to cause some drama, I dare say. Golden Peach, Clear Americas. Clear American Golden Peach. Naturally flavored, sparkling water beverage with other natural flavors. Sounds tasty and delicious. I love being a vampire in real life, my friends. Yes, indeedy. Prepared for a war.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Sorry, friend. Guessing I'll have to go up. Invisibility only lasts as long as the spell does. Why not? Just unfortunate. Huh. Well, how am I supposed to get to this Yahoo?
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Welcome to the stream, friends. Welcome to your demise, the Black Hat Show. Itchies. Rat blood is not as potent or as tasty as human, but it will partially refill your blood bar, which means you can use your supernatural abilities to smite fools. Anyway, welcome to the stream, friends. It's that long ass loading screen, let me tell you. Thank you. I mean, damn though. Welcome to the stream, friends. Welcome to the Black Hat Show. Give me your soul. Dead things do not survive the night. Never stood a chance. Got him. That guy probably pooped himself right before he died. It's like, oh shit! What was that? Everybody's dead here. Never even stood a chance. So what happens when you fight against this supernatural vampire named Dr. Reed? Even the big guy didn't stand a chance. That's what I'm talking about, some superpower right there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drugstore.
Find insulin in the morgue. I suppose I could do that. In the morgue, find insulin. Upgrade your weapons using workbenches, which are available in every hideout. Unless you're me and you've already maxed out your weapons, then it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, my back hole, that hurt. One hour later. In Bikini Bottom. Water. You gotta like hydrate. Yeah, you gotta enjoy hydrating yourself. The dead keep it. Whoa. You can't just come out of nowhere, man, try to chop on somebody. That's not gonna work. Need to calm it down. Take a chill pill. Hopefully you can do that. I'm gonna think everything's probably downstairs and not upstairs, but you never know. Since there are people here. Fear no evil, for we are whatever.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
What's that weird, like, blood, though? I think we'll still head downstairs and eradicate these members of vampire hunting guys out of the equation. Never stood a chance. I like the pistol. It's useful when it needs to be.
Easy. Shit, that. Oh my.
Come here, may feast upon your soul.
It's locked, all right.
I wonder why it's locked. What'd you get for messing with me, fool? Don't mess with me again. Next time you might not like the effects. Well, you didn't like it this time either, but... Anyway, either way, I wouldn't mess with me. I'm a vampire. Far more powerful than you expected, I dare say. Far more powerful. A superior beast with the ability to eat your soul by simply casting a spell. Hope you guys don't hear me breathing. I do apologize if you do. My bad. My turn. You gotta love a good long load screen. This is its game. The game's only downfall. These load screens. Pretty sure you can come this way and just kind of teleport. Or not. I would have thought you could have gone this way. Dead. He was really trying to kill me. Wonder what I did to him to offend him so. Unless you really have to go around the long way. That's fine, I suppose. Oh, load screen. See, I probably didn't want to go in here, and I hate this part. It's like, this is going to take a good minute. Damn. Load screens are terrible. They need to fix these. Really. It makes me kind of not really care about beating the game when things like this occur mid-go. I'm like, any other game loads up faster than this. Okay, I don't want to, but thank you. Hopefully this leads where I need it to. I hate that too. No, it makes all that noise and just shoot it. Makes sense to me. Alright, now I have to go back the way I came. Damn. Well, at least it got me some stuff, but kind of irrelevant. Welcome to the stream. That long drawn out scream, that was terrible. That was the worst kind of scream, that oh my god, I'm being eaten alive. It's like, really though? Alright, let me take control of my character again. Appreciate it. There's nothing up here. Alright. Did a whole loading screen for no good reason. Okie dokie. Okay, well then I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Because you can't go anywhere any other direction, so it's very perplexing, to say the least. Jerk.
I have thirst of blood. This is despicable.
It is. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully.
Filthy piece of shit!
Got him. Don't believe he ever stood a chance. Did I kill him as well? Blood Econ. You thought you're the only one who had powers, huh? That's wrong, wasn't it?
This is no over there! This way! Bastard! Get a taste of this!
Cool.
Foolish! Your prey is mine now!
Too bad for you. Too bad you were not fast enough. Too bad you could not kill me. Too bad. That's what they say. Too bad. There were two of them. They had a better chance of killing me than anything else. So, but anyway, they failed. This cemetery.
If McCollum really drank the blood of King Arthur, Then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
McCullen. Ha!
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
I have found the carrier, McCullum. The infection's source. It may be science or some supernatural power that's responsible for all this. But I will harness either or both to end the epidemic.
A vampire doctor. My God, you're a terrifying creature. Jonathan Emmett Reed.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. Can we speak more?
Indeed. Why not?
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
Damn.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
How are you adapting to immortality?
I feel so powerful it gives me shivers. I could be the greatest vampire hunter ever. Your worst nightmare, in truth.
Will you hunt me down?
You're a vicious beast, Reed. Perhaps the city needs you at this time. But I shall not forget what you did.
Will you leave the Guard now that you are what you are?
Are we not creatures of deceit? I could hide my nature from my men. Or name a successor. Go my own way. I know not yet my path.
Farewell, my progeny.
Do not stretch your luck, Reed.
He's like, do not stretch your luck. You're pushing it. I could see I was probably tempting fate with that one. Funny though. Funny.
Die! Bloody leech!
He died. Alright, let's make this potion. How intriguing. Never get a better version of that gun, I guess. That weapon, I suppose. No such thing as just a basic machete. Fair enough. Just curious if I can upgrade. Welcome to the stream, friends. A used hacksaw. It's aggressive.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Indeed. That music though, right? Load screen! Love it. Love load screens. Why is it serious? Everybody's healthy here. Doesn't really make any sense, but okay. Sure.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Emptied coffins, cannibalism, walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
I wouldn't either.
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Fair enough.
How are the conditions?
When I think about...
Goodbye.
I could easily kill all these people now. No, I don't need to. So I really want to. Don't really feel like it. It's not important. The one ill chosen fate for one person, and I ruin everything. It's pretty crazy. The effects of one's choices in this game are pretty dire. Load screen after load screen after load screen. Hate it. Or loading checkpoint, whatever you want to call it. Give me your blood. That should be enough. Damn, who is this guy? He's dead. Tell you that much, he's gone. That was right outside my house. That was eerie. But eerie. Just but eerie. Alfred. No one would dare question me just appearing out of nowhere. Why would they? That's gonna lead the wrong direction. So at least I can go that way at least.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Thought it would lead straight to it, but I guess not. Because I have to go this way.
can't believe I'm doing this. Maybe there's a way to break into this house.
Hey, what's up, friend? Welcome to the stream, friend.
Step away, sir.
I probably should have tried to kill me. How you doing, friend? The henchman 80. What do you know? What do you say? The West End is healthy, huh? No, doesn't seem like it.
I cannot enter.
What the heck? Oh, that's the way I'm supposed to go. Duh. I was like, where the hell do I go? It's right there in plain sight, I suppose. How you doing, the henchman 80? Hydration. It is good. Try out different skill combos and perform deadly combos. All right. The area here is very hostile. Ooh, I'm so scared. The big bad scowl live here, and they probably want to eat me. Oh well, that's not really my problem, is it? They're going to either have to get out of the way or they're going to die today. Well, that's good to know I can get in that way. Very nice indeed. There was some kind of slaughter
This
here.
place has been ransacked.
Damn.
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
The blood. I wouldn't be surprised if it was her going ape. Back the way I came.
Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Uh-oh. Here's this guy again, huh?
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood? Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Myrddin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Okay.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
Huh.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this. She is a vengeful mother.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know.
No, much further
McCullum
into
used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge. My bittersweet.
You're my angel.
What will happen thereafter?
You're mine.
What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility.
Excuse me.
Are our final hope.
Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a killer vampire named Dr. Atkins.
Once I've defeated this creature.
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke. For you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your
Go to the
own
like button,
hands.
please.
For you are our champion.
Yeah.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes.
No.
I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world.
Water into it. I'm thirsty as can be.
I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father.
I'll just be dehydrated.
Be brave, my child.
And I believe we come to the conclusion of our game, my friends. Lobster hand. She's literally vomiting into the water source.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Thank you, my angel. Huh? That was easy as hell.
Is this a dream? Am I awake? Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably I am all to suffer now.
She's level 52. Damn.
Such innocence! Such... Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Damn.
Eat, for this is my body.
Damn. Some crazy stuff.
Feed your mother, child.
Gotcha. Got him. Done. Finally killed this bloody thing.
Do you think your champion defeated you, my child?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep,
What the
my
hell?
queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Okay. Ridiculous.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskull territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskulls.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes.
Crazy.
You prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today.
Probably not.
But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife?
Yep.
Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Right, alrighty. Fair enough.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger. Red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another. From predator to victim. Patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Okay. That's a pretty scene, actually. I like that. The sun is coming. Unless that's it setting.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain.
Interesting.
Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
What is this?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Okay.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Okay.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawn of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Oh, damn.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
I was going the right direction to begin with.
I cannot enter. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors.
Nope, nope, definitely not.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. I cannot enter. Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance. Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. This painting looks suspicious. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
To what?
This is despicable. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. One last switch, and... voila.
What have I been led to? It's like William is here.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
The city has suffered. but it will prevail in the end.
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation, and the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then?
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Boom, boom, boom.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes? Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine.
Me too.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
Damn.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of
Oh, a
ghosts
vampire.
and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song.
Welcome to the stream, friends.
It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it.
Welcome to the stream, friends.
It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me.
What does that mean?
Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
Damn.
Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Good lord.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
For real though? She's gonna just step into the fire. What? What the hell kind of ending?
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Guess that was the bad ending, because I killed people. Wow. So what does that mean, I wonder? And I wonder, what does that mean? Epilogue. Healthy carrier. Wait, do I not... Now, do not tell me I don't get to continue in the open world part of the game. We're going to see. Because if not... Ooh, you know what? That might have actually pissed me off. We're about to find out. That would be annoying. I definitely did not do all the missions, and definitely didn't say before you start this last mission, make sure you complete all events, tasks, or side missions, for you will not be able to return this place once you start. Didn't say that at all. Did it? Ooh, that is very, very annoying.
Drop your sword.
Alright. Wow. Well, there you go. That's the end of my playthrough, and it looks like, wow, no option to return back to London at all, unless I want to restart, which, I mean, why would I do that? Why would I restart? That's silly. Wow, so no replayability for me. That's wonderful. Fantastic. Alright. Well, guys, I guess I could just end this playthrough. When it's done. Damn. Alright, thanks for watching. As always, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next time.